Hey everybody, welcome to Jesus Rants. Today's going to be really about pre-married couples or pre-married kind of counseling or advice for pre-married couples, but this really can apply to married people. So just like when you've been in Christ for a while, you've been a Christian for a while, you've been going to church for a while. It's so nice to see the people that are new to faith, because their faith is so genuine and it's so full of love and it's so full of hope, and it's just all it is the stirring in their soul to be more like Jesus, to follow Jesus passionately, and they want to tell everybody, and they're so excited and they're always happy, and that's how we should be all the time. You know, Revelations talks about don't forget your first love, and I'll do a rant about that as well. That's what it should be like for Christians, and that's what it should be like for married people. You should look like a newlywed couple your whole marriage. And you're not going to. There's, of course, there's going to be times that you struggle, and the times that are hard, and where it's just not the same. But you should strive towards that. You should strive to please the other person. So, like when you're first dating, you're so excited to do something for that person. You're happy to buy them something they want. You're happy to say, for instance, open the car door for them, or you're happy to take them out, and you're happy to make them smile, and you're happy to make them laugh, and that brings so much joy to your heart. But later, it's like, I want to be right, and I can't believe she's not trying to make me happy, and what happened? We used to be so happy. No, you used to enjoy making each other happy, and that's why you were really happy. It wasn't really about the other person. You were happy making them happy, and then they wanted to do the same for you, and then it went back and forth. So do that. As a pre-married couple, if you're thinking about getting married, or if you've been married for a long time, work on the other person, not trying to fix them, but try to make them happy. Put their needs above yours. Whatever they want, give it to them. I'm not saying, to break the bank or anything crazy like that, but if they need help around the house, help them. If they need help with something, do that for them. Just keep helping that person. Be there for them. Do whatever you can to make them happy, and that'll just and they will reciprocate it. Maybe not right away. I'm sure a lot of people have busted relationships, and I've been in one of those where it's hard to understand what they're doing, why they're doing what they're doing, if they've been selfish for so long. So realize that if you've been selfish this whole time, or if you're acting differently now by doing all these nice things, they could think that there's some ulterior motive. Like there's a movie Fireproof, and it shows that he was real selfish, and then he turned to Jesus, and he started doing these things, and she thought it was all an act, or it was all for something, or it was to juice her up for the divorce, and so there is broken things. So just keep at it, keep trying, and then eventually it will turn around, and you guys will be able to feed off each other. But the first thing that there's a book, it's called Love and Respect. It's a great book. I recommend it to everybody. And Cracking the Communication Code. Whether you're married, pre-married, or whatever, you're thinking about getting married, you've been dating for a while, or you just read it. It'll help you. It'll help you even if you're not in a relationship now. When you are in a relationship, you'll think about these things. The very first advice that they give them is think of the other person as good-willed at all times. Okay, so it means give them the benefit of the doubt. So no matter what happens, give them the benefit of the doubt. If they say something and you're like, that was disrespectful, or that was unloving, or why are you talking to me like that? Maybe stop and say, you know what? I'm gonna get clarification. Like, what do you mean? What did you mean by that? Or this is how I felt you said that. Can you clarify that for me? Or are you really being disrespectful? Most likely they're not. They're really not trying to be disrespectful, not trying to be rude. They're just, maybe the way they said that's not the way you like to be talked to. But if you can communicate that with them and say, what did you really mean by that? It will help a lot. Just give them the benefit of the doubt on what they said. For instance, in the book it talks about a couple of these things, and in their conferences that they do. If a woman was to be making hamburgers when a guy came home and he said, "Honey, where'd you get these hamburgers?" She'd probably say, "What's wrong with them? What did I do? What's wrong with these? You don't like them?" And you, no, I was just curious, you know. And then if the same guy went to one of his buddies, they went to a barbecue at a friend's house, and he walked up to his friend and said, "Hey, where'd you get these burgers at?" He'd say, "Oh man, right down the street," or "I got them over at this place." And it's a totally different. They hear a totally different question. So just know that. Like, for instance, in the book, it talks about when a woman says, "I have nothing to wear," it means I have nothing new to wear. And when a guy says, "I have nothing to wear," it means I have nothing clean to wear. And you're starting to think about it, you're like, dang, that's exactly what that is. So we speak differently, we hear differently, we think differently. So give them the benefit of the doubt. Try to figure out what they really meant by that, and that would help you. They'll help you so much. It'll get you out of so many fights. And it'll stop so many fights where they shouldn't have been started. You're like, why did we even fight? That's a dumb reason to fight, and it happens all the time. It still happens to me, but I do have a wonderful, great marriage. It truly is awesome. And there's some people I know that some people have told us that they really like our marriage and what we do, and we've been asked to lead a marriage study before, and it's been really great. I saw one of my friends posted the other day. I want a relationship like The Notebook. Okay, I've never seen it, so and don't I can't believe you've never seen it. Yeah, I've never seen it. My wife wants me to watch it. Whatever, but I'm guessing I have a relationship like that. My relationship's awesome. It's the best one I've ever seen. So take my advice. I take it from someone who's done it, who has that. We have our rough patches, we have our fights, but all in all, we have a great relationship, and most of it, like I said, don't have sex before your marriage. That'll be huge, and give each other the benefit of the doubt. If you could do those two things, that will make your relationship so much better. And on top of that, keep at it. Remember that first love that you guys had. Try to please the other person. Don't worry about what they can do for you. Worry about what you can do for them. And if you can do those three things, it'll just do one of those things. It'll really help you a lot. If you do all three, you truly will have a wonderful relationship that lasts a long time. Sorry about the light on and off. That's a computer screen. But I hope you guys take this advice. I hope you guys learn from it. I hope you can practice with it. And thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I'll be praying for you guys. Love you.